tēnā koutou ko nō Rāuri Watahau he uri no Ngāti Pro te Aotearoa me nā rua hine. Well, I was fortunate enough to be selected by Toi Māori Aotearoa, myself and Tupara, to represent Aotearoa to head over to Canada, this time on the tribal canoe journeys. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling excited, nervous. Also like to thank Toi Māori for giving us this opportunity to go around and share this experience with our whānau over with the Grand Ronde.
Toi Māori Aotearoa have held a strong relationship with the Grand Ronde tribe in Oregon, and they've sent over a couple of participants every year. So it's been going on for more than 10 years now. The value of the tribal canoe journeys is to reconnect. It's just another way to say, hey man, this is our people, this is what we do, this is how we roll, get on board. They are special people, really humble. It's just a chance for the First Nations people over there to pump up their culture. Tribal Canoe Journey is an annual event that is hosted by many tribes. They all have a turn every year. Each tribe will depart from their area and paddle to the final destination. For us, we were there paddling for about 12 days, so we covered about 250 kilometres over those 12 days. So Brian's our captain for this waka. And Brian, man, tell us about the meaning of the name behind our canoe. Stonkia.
So our canoe, Stonkia, because that is our what we put on our mythical creature, our creator, what shaped the land for us. This Stonkia and what this canoe has done for our tribe. When we first received the gift of this canoe, there's no amount of money that you could put on that, and so Stonkia has brought back all of those traditions of our ancestors, and so that's why when we're paddling in it, those paddles are a connection back into the water. For all those times, once we got Stonkia, things were looking up. So from me and my brother and the rest of the people that you see here, you could definitely tell there's a sense of a glow in us. I mean, that fire didn't go out, but now we're just glowing. The songs that came back, the encouragement of knowing your people and knowing what they did, that kind of that wonder.
So they welcomed us into their space, onto their home, into their canoe, you know. I mean, it's a big task for them to do that. They've got plenty of tribal members that will probably want my seat. So for them to sort of offer 2 seats a year for Māori to sit on their canoe is a whakaaro rangatira, you know, a chiefly thought. So we would paddle for, 30, 40, 50 kilometres every day. We would meet up with other tribes and along the way, learn their waiata, learn some of their traditions, get involved with artwork and just sharing our stories and histories between the First Nations people. Brother's been here doing it for 13 years and no doubt it's done some wonders for your people.
Yeah, just brought back that sense of it's okay to be you, giving our kids a sense of connection that we don't have being on the res and getting our kids bused to a town that usually most towns right beside a reservation is the most racist towns. They're the ones that hate us the most and keep us suppressed. And that sense of honor, that pride that we're able to say it's okay to be, to build that, to mono us, that strength, that spirit, build your spirit up, knock out something, it's like hitting home runs, stepping up to the plate, when you're singing a song, when you're doing your haka and you put your all into it, you're making your ancestors proud, you're trying to connect to them in a different way. It don't matter how much blood of this or that you have, it's how you live on this land that you're on right now.
I've been impressed by all the young people here, man. They've been owning this journey. And so they should, because they're the leaders of tomorrow. They call you a nickname, man. Firstly, tell us about your nickname.
I have 2 nicknames. The youth, some call me Sedona, or the one that Brian called me this morning is Donut.
This is your first journey, man. How was it?
It was absolutely amazing, and I feel fantastic, and I'm really glad that I got to come and enjoy this with everybody. The water was awesome, and paddling and being out there with everybody else was truly an amazing experience. I'm glad I got to experience that. Yes, I definitely will be more confident in being out there and going out in public, because this was also my first time like dancing out there with the other girls, and I had friends like her, I had Tina, to encourage me to go out there and dance with everybody else. And whenever I was done, it made me feel really good, and I had a really good feeling after that. I'm glad you guys got to share your guys' dances with ours. Like, that was awesome. I loved seeing it, and just it was awesome to see, because I've seen the haka, you know, on like other videos and stuff, but truly to experience it in real life and just see it, it's awesome. And I loved how you put all the other guys in there too, and seeing my uncle out there, I was so happy. I was like, yes, so worth it.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see that you guys come over here and you guys share your culture with us, and then
you guys have lift?
we share ours with you, and then you guys share in return, and just seeing the different cultures and how they are is just truly awesome.
Like lemon.
Yeah. We ended up in Campbell River. It was a long journey. We all gathered there, waited for the last canoes to arrive before we could actually go onto shore. And in fact, the chief of the local tribe there had to go through each canoe, each waka, to welcome them on. We would reply with a bit of a kōrero as well, to share some thoughts, to say, hey, we come in peace. We want to come and share our food, share our culture with you, similar to what Māori people do when we have a pōhiri onto the marae. You know, it's a welcoming, so that was their way of welcoming us into their marae.
Kia ora mai rā koutou. We represent the tribes, the Grand Ron. This is our waka, Stankia. Greetings to your mountains, to your rivers, to your oceans, to your people. We are requesting permission to come ashore, to share in food, to share in thoughts, to share in cultures. Tihei Mauriora.
Hakele Kesleke, Hanamokte, Alamakos Equaf Tamalakele Sarkos, Hakele Kesleke, Gake Nayos, Kela Namkanskiake, Hitsakakwanala, Hakele Kesleke, Kele Kesleke, we are the Comox First Nation. We have our hereditary chief here with us to come and welcome you guys onto these shores. We welcome you to come and eat. We want to learn a bit about your culture and where you come from. We want to hear your songs and your story, so that we can have a story to tell our grandchildren in the future. Daylight Kesleki, you're welcome ashore. Ayum.
We learnt some of their waiata, some of their songs, and as you know, they've got long houses over there. We would go into a long house, into a whare nui, we call them here in Aotearoa, and just share songs. And also they allowed us some space to perform some Māori waiata and haka as well. It's a good way to connect with other cultures around the world, but also share our stories, because a lot of indigenous nations look to Māori people. It was hard work, it was a good test on our body and mind, and it was just a chance to get out into the ocean, feel some of our atua Māori out there, isolated away from my whānau, from my hapu and my iwi, and just catching up with complete strangers, really. This journey was a life-changing experience for me. Definitely recommend it for anyone out there to attend this kaupapa. Get on board the Tribal Canoes journey.